Coming up on Network Africa, the death toll skyrockets in what is believed to be Somalia's deadliest bomb attack. Despite the progress on voter registration, the United Nations believes Congo still faces challenges in the election timeline. And we'll bring you updates on Liberia's election, described as the first democratic transfer of power. Hello and welcome to the program. I'm Millicent Walker. We begin the program today with major stories around the continents that made headlines over the weekend. From Somalia's bomb blast to Cote d'Ivoire's cargo plane crash to Kenya's opposition clamoring for electoral reforms.
Hundreds of people were killed in Somalia after a massive bomb attack in a busy area of the capital, Mogadishu. More people were wounded when a lorry packed with explosives detonated near the entrance of a hotel. Although no group has claimed responsibility for the attack, President Farmajo blames the Al-Shabaab Islamic group, calling it a heinous act. This attack is believed to be the deadliest terror attack in Somalia since the Islamist Al-Shabaab group launched its insurgency in 2007. In Cote d'Ivoire, a cargo plane crashed into the sea off the Ivorian coast, killing at least 4 people and injuring 6 others. The plane, which crashed close to the Abidjan airport, had French and Moldovan nationals on board. Local authorities said the aircraft had been trying to land when it crashed. The Ukrainian-made Antonov plane was chartered by the French army as part of its anti-jihadist operation Barkhane. In Kenya, opposition leader Raila Odinga told his supporters on Sunday that the country-wide protests will go on daily to continue to push for reforms at the country's electoral management body. Mr. Odinga had refused to take part in the rerun elections slated for October the 26th, saying it should not happen until wide-ranging reforms are brought in to prevent another failed vote. But the election board says the polls will go ahead anyway, pitting Kenyatta against 6 other candidates, none of whom polled more than 1% in August.
It has been a sad weekend for the people of Somalia as they continue to mourn the deadly attack in Mogadishu. Authorities say at least 300 people were killed as the death toll continues to change. A Turkish military plane touched down the country's capital today with medical aid, evacuating about 40 of the injured to Turkey for medical treatment. One of the victims of the attack was a medical student who was due to graduate the next day. Her father had flown to Mogadishu to attend her graduation, but instead witnessed her burial. President Mohamed Abdullah Farmajo declared a 3-day mourning period for the dead.
Indeed, the deadliest of attacks to the city of Mogadishu has ever seen, and with the highest number of casualties. Police said a truck bomb exploded outside a hotel in the K5 intersection that is lined with government offices, restaurants and kiosks, flattening several buildings and setting dozens of vehicles on fire. 2 hours later, another blast occurred in the Medina district. Police and emergency workers searched the rubble of destroyed buildings on Sunday morning, despite having tried to recover dozens of corpses the night before, most of which were charred beyond recognition. The wounded, hundreds of them, were taken to hospital. No one has claimed responsibility for the attack, but fingers point to Al-Shabaab militants, which in the past had made Mogadishu a target for years. Later on Sunday, angry protesters took to the streets of Mogadishu in a solidarity march against the attack. Some residents described it as a massacre, something they'd never seen in a very long time. Governor of Banadere region, an administrative region which covers same area as Mogadishu, Tabit Abdi Mohammed, said he sent his condolences for what happened and commended rescue services who had worked all through the night.
Meanwhile, a former commander in Somalia's militant Islamist group Al-Shabaab has been donating blood to survivors of the truck bombing. He was one of the founders of Al-Shabaab, along with other more radical leaders, following the defeat of the Islamic Court Union in late 2006. Robo quickly rose in the group's ranks to become its official spokesman and a deputy leader, but he fell out with the Al-Qaeda-linked group's leadership in 2013, remaining a fugitive in the remote areas of southwestern Somalia until his surrender. In June, the U.S. State Department withdrew Mr. Robo from its terror list and lifted the $5 million reward for information leading to his capture. He announced his defection to the Somali government in August.